Hello, everyone. Winston Churchill rightly said, to improve is to change, and to be perfect is to change often. I want to utilize my 5 powerful minutes to update you about a recent advance in radiology, that is, PCCT, photon counting computed tomography. Human beings are the most ambitious animals. They always strive for perfection. Our existing technology, that is CT and CBCT, have certain limitations. And these limitations motivated the human beings to develop first photon counting CT system and put it into clinical practice around just 4 years back in 2021. Now, what are the advantages that PCCT boasts over the conventional CT and CBCT? It provides high signal to noise ratio. Higher the signal, lower the noise, thus better the spatial resolution, which is in the range of 200 micrometers. In contrast to CBCT, although the resolution is around 75 to 90 micrometer, but only at small FOV and high radiation dose, while 200 micrometer PCCT resolution is at even higher FOVs, which provides better delineation of soft tissue, orbits, and cortical bone. Moreover, it also provides reduced metal artifacts with IMR algorithm, very crucial in dental scans in having crowns and implants. PCCT also has shorter scan time and less motion artifacts. And most importantly, the scans have lower effective radiation dose, thus fulfilling the principle of ALARA and now clinically acceptable as ALA-DYPE. Now, the reason behind these advantages is the structural difference in the detector of PCCT and conventional CT. PCCT utilizes semiconductor materials like cadmium telluride, which directly converts the incident X-ray photons into electronic signals. In contrast to the conventional CT, which is a two-step process to convert the incident X-ray photons first into visible light photons and then into the electric signals. This direct conversion of X-ray photons into electric signals, along with calculation of energy of individual photons, reduces the loss of energy, thus providing more signals, better spatial resolution, and soft tissue contrast even at low doses. Now, this is an axial image showing the jaws of sheep, the superior resolution delineating the cortical margin separately, the spongious or cancellous bone, and even the soft tissue, which is not visible in the conventional CT and CBCT taken at normal dose and low dose. Now, about the present status of PCCT. PCCT detectors have been installed and are being used in many countries of Europe, Australia, US, and even Singapore for abdominal imaging, cardiac, vascular, thoracic, and musculoskeletal imaging, as well as examination of structures in postmortem. But in India, PCCT scanners have not been installed till now. Coming on to the dental application of PCCT, it is a very promising tool and is considered as all-in-one solution for imaging root canals, periodontal spaces, apical osteolysis, as well as size of implants. But still, there are many challenges which might delay the adoption of this technology and completely replacing the CBCT because of the various reasons. The larger footprint. The PCCT scanner is similar to the gantry of CT, thus forbidding it to be used in a small clinical setup. Its high cost, lack of validation in human subjects. Most of the studies have been done on either on animal jaws or on some artificial materials. Handling large amount of data generated will require advanced communication system. And moreover, there's lack of standardization of format for storing data. Like DICOM is globally accepted to store CT and CBCT data, still the standard format for PCCT data has not been standardized. Thus, to conclude, till these challenges are overcome, PCCT can be a reliable imaging source for those dental patients who have undergone the scan of the head and neck region for some other medical reasons. And those scans with larger FOV can be used to accurately diagnose even dental problems without the need for a separate CBCT scan with minimal radiation exposure and deleting all the artifacts. Thank you.